Hey guys, Tony here, and I honestly don't know what to put out. I don't know what to give you guys, so I'm just going to give you some tips and tricks if you're struggling with some FPS games. I'm going to use Cube 2 Sauerbraten, or the FPS game that I grew up around. Pretty much started me liking FPS. What did I just say? This got me started on FPS games, and I really do enjoy this. So, tips and tricks on FPS games like Quake, Cube 2, or maybe just in general for you guys. So, yeah, guys. First thing you want to do is get to know the map. Get to know every spawn point in the map, especially in a small map like this. So here, one right here, one right here, one over here, one down there, one over here, one right here, one down here, and that is it for this map. I really like the spot I'm in right now, so you want to find an area of comfort in any map like this, or any map in general, especially a map that you like to play on. So the only blind spot that I have is right here and right here, but that can be easily changed if I move over here, so I can see the spawn point now. But this will always be blind to me, but there's only two ways this guy can go. He can go on this jump pad over here, hop up. He can go around here. Also, if you're playing with a mouse and keyboard, instead of moving your mouse onto the target, try aligning the crosshair horizontally with that target. So, let's say there's a bot up there. Let me just try to get a bot up there. Might take a few. So, like that. Instead of aiming, try to move your body instead of the mouse. Because with your body, you can anticipate more easily instead of just flicking your mouse, which is less accurate all the time. But if you're always moving side to side, you are also easy to predict. So you gain some, you lose some. Okay, next, what you want to do. Let me take some tips. Especially if you cannot scope in these games. So, I mean, you can scope, but you have here's my scope. That's all I can do. That's pretty much my zooming in. So, I wouldn't use that often, especially in a map like this. Now, if you're sniping in this game, which Instagib is pretty much sniping and no scoping, you would want to hide behind a wall and, you know, stay in one general location at all times. Or if you're just gonna run around blasting people's faces off all the time, which I myself like doing. Also, another tip: if you want to get up close to your enemy with less chances of dying, then you want to start jumping around your enemy like freaking crazy. You want to start jumping around him until he cannot follow you with his mouse and keyboard, and he has to resort to, you know, moving to a different location. I honestly don't know if these tips will help you out or not, but it's worth a shot. One other thing that will probably help you: if there is an option to turn off your HUD guns, which is pretty much your gun, you can see more of your screen instead of having to move your mouse to see behind your gun. So if I were to turn my HUD guns back on, there's a blind spot right where my gun model is, and I cannot see past that gun because it is a model and things don't work like that. So if I turn this off, I can see my whole entire screen except for, the small icons, but I doubt an enemy's going to be down there anywhere. Anyways, it will allow you to view more of your screen at once. It will allow you to take in more movement. Speaking of movement, reaction time. There's plenty of videos to get your reaction time up. Getting your reaction time up is based off you. It's pretty much practice. You don't want to adapt to a map with bots, because bots are different than humans. If you're playing with human players, they will always be different, so you'd have to keep, readjusting to each and every one of them you duel with or play with. With bots, they follow a specific pattern wherever you are in the map. So, pretend the map was split up into 4 pieces. So, one half over here, one half over here. So that's 2 slices, and then another half line right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you're in a specific area, that bot will move throughout here, up here, somewhat over here, I think, and it'll get up in your face too. If you're over here, it will come this way, or this way. It won't come any other way. If you're up here, it will come from over there through here. It will come up on this jump pad. It will jump from there to there. Or it will jump onto these boxes. And to get up here, it will jump on these boxes. I don't know why it just doesn't use the fucking stairs. I mean, the boxes are harder to get up on and stuff. But anyways, then from this square, you can come from this way or this way. I have 2 areas of comfort on this map. One's right here. I can see every spawn point except for this one, and I think one over there. I'm not too sure though, but definitely this one, because if you're right here, keeping an eye on the whole entire map, you won't be able to see right here. Always, any FPS, unless you're camping, unless you're a camper, sniper, always keep moving. You don't want to be an easy target for other enemies and other teammates in some cases, but always keep jumping around, moving. Make sure you're going sideways when you're moving like that, because you want to keep an eye on the center of the map, because enemies will tend to go into the center of the map whenever you are not there. If you were in the center of the map, they would tend to stay outside unless they want to get up in your face. So, I would not recommend going towards the center of the map. Definitely in a map like Venice, or a much larger scale map than this. Another tip, try turning your sensitivity down. So if I were to go, let's just say it was at 5.0, and I turned it back down to 3.0, which is pretty much default. I could be able to move my mouse more. I would move my crosshair more slowly, but it also has its advantages. Since you don't move that fast when you move your mouse, it won't affect you as much. So, if my sensitivity was 5 and the enemy was right here, if I were to do this and flick my hand over there, which I usually do, then I would obviously miss. But if my sensitivity was back down to 3.0, I could easily move on to that target. I generally flick my wrist though to aim. It's just become a part of me. I don't know why, but again, I'm getting back to moving over my enemy with my body. One more tip. Never, ever be afraid to die in games like this. You would always have to take risks, and those risks could be a team. It could be a winning opportunity for people. If you're playing Instagib team, you could have, you know, one more kill than the enemy team, which would make you be the winner of that round. And I know it really doesn't mean a lot for me to win a round or to be MVP, because it's not my thing to, you know, brag or, you know, enjoy being MVP. It's a game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, press that like and subscribe button for more content like this. I will see all of you in the next video.